And so who should come or who could come and talk to somebody at the talent desk?
So just to give the context, so this is an initiative, it's a portal Work in Luxembourg that exists, and that is an online portal, indeed, that has been launched this week. It was put up together with the Ministry of Economy. There's Lux Innovation, Chamber of Crafts, Chamber of Commerce, Chamber of Employees. And so all together, we have the same objective to attract people here to Luxembourg. So this is the portal and the chatbot, but also where you have can look for online information. Our issue here was also to offer a human contact. So a desk where there are people sitting that can welcome you and give you the help. There's a telephone number, there is an email address where you can look for the help you need. So who is the target group of this talent desk? On the one hand, of course, it's the international talents that want information about Luxembourg. Why is Luxembourg interesting for me to come? What can I find? What job can I find in Luxembourg? But also, what is the educational system here in Luxembourg? How is cultural life in Luxembourg? So all these informations, because it's working here, but they are living here too. So it's not just work in Luxembourg, it is also living in Luxembourg. And then, of course, there are the companies that are looking to recruit international. So it's really these two main targets, international talents, very important, also their families, their spouses, and then the company.
And you really have thought about that, and perhaps this is some of the conversations that companies have had with you, because one thing is getting the talent here into the country, but another thing is retaining the talent in the country. And, if people are coming in from other countries, they're being employed because they're perhaps mid to senior in their careers already, or although you have very, very lovely packages for people at any stage of their career development. But if you're mid to higher level, you may have a family coming with you, you may have a partner, and it's no small thing for a spouse to come along with children and to settle into a new country with different languages, different culture. And you have really thought about this, and you have spousal support too.
Yeah, because I really think a talent that is coming with a family here in Luxembourg, okay, the talent, then this person has its job and he's doing fine in company, but the family also has to feel well in that company. And then we are currently putting up a spouse program, and really it is to help. Also, it's a training program or with individual. It's a training program that gives them the overview of Luxembourg economy, the different sectors, what are the job opportunities, but that can also be opportunities in the social sector, maybe for volunteering or for what is the cultural life in Luxembourg. So this is giving an opportunity, but giving an overview, but then also identifying the opportunities, the job, a professional path that person could do. And so it's also with individual coaching sessions and accompanying these persons into their life here in Luxembourg.
And alongside the information, it just makes the spouse of the talent feel welcome and feel like they are a real person in themselves, and that their skills can also be seen, and that they can step their way into a new culture if they're settling children into schools, for instance, and then they have to find their way, and it takes time, and it feels welcoming, and they're not lost. That's what I think about it.
It's not just the information they get, but they come in also into a network, and I think this is something very important. There are a lot of associations here in Luxembourg being there for networks. We have a lot of nationalities here in Luxembourg, and also these nationalities have group and welcoming new members of the family here in Luxembourg, as you say. And it's like in all trainings. So there would be then a class, 15 people in the same situation than you, and it's not just getting the information or speaking about the possibilities here in Luxembourg, but it's also meeting other people in front of the same challenges. And I think that is something very important in order to feel, well, I'm not alone. Yeah,
you don't feel so alone or so lonely, and you can make friends and begin to find out where to learn languages or whatever it is that you need to do. Now, There are lots of different entities in Luxembourg. It can be a bit confusing sometimes when you arrive here because there's the House of Entrepreneurship, there's various social portals as well. If you are coming to Luxembourg, where should a person go?
Here, then the talent desk could be the right address, and of course, while you are speaking about the House of Entrepreneurship, it is at the same address because the House of Entrepreneurship it's also a central, a one-stop shop for everything that is creation of companies. So there is a lot of other associations, and the network has already been put up. And Talent Desk is working with the House of Entrepreneurship, is sitting there, but has also a lot of other contacts to ministries, to public institutions, but also with private sector, with private issues, with associations, for expats, all these different, and that is one main point, putting up these networks, because the mission of the Talent Desk is for the talents, for these persons, to give them the right context. It's coming to Luxembourg, having all the information. A lot of things are already there, but they are so on many different places, and here is so one-stop shop that can give you the right addresses and helps you continuously to facilitate, to simplify your way and your location here in Luxembourg.
And so just to be very, very clear, this is more on the economic work side of life, perhaps a little bit of cultural volunteering side as well.
I think as it is the team Talents of Skills of the Chamber of Commerce that is putting up that talent desk, it's a lot of contacts also with the educational system. So, and with guidance for the family members, not only the spouse program that we are putting up, but also for the families. Okay, what is the right schools where can they find also these informations about the schools, about cultural life, about social lives. It's also a big collaboration with the Ministry of Family, because they have also Vivre Ensemble. It's an initiative there in order to welcome people to the different communities. So it's not just for the job. Of course, it's the Chamber of Commerce. Our job is to understand the needs of companies and what are the skills, what are the talents that the companies need. That is our big issue. But then it goes beyond that.
You've underlined something really, really important there in the Vivre Ensemble, Live Together initiative, which is very strong in all of the communes. Luxembourg has always worked really hard at integration, really, really hard, because it knows it has no other choice, actually.
We have no other choice. Yes, we know that. We are very dependent with no other choice, but it's a very positive thing. And really, diversity is a very strong point for Luxembourg. And that's why we have to continue to work that hard in order to keep that diversity and so that people live here. I think also English is getting more and more an important language for Luxembourg, because there are nevertheless a lot of documentation or a lot of places where you don't find the information in English. And that is, if you want to attract people from beyond Europe, well, you have to have the common language, the most spoken common language is English. So this is an important issue too.